Hey everyone, happy Friday, or Friday as some people like to say. Yippee skippy, it's almost time for the weekend. How are you guys doing today? I feel like I have not been on here forever. I've missed you guys. I did do a paper pumpkin video last week, I guess, so you might have been on and seen that one. But it's been a while since I've done a Friday. So, lots to talk about. This is the best part, right? The new catalog has gone live. Hi, Roxanne. I'm so excited. There's so many fabulous, wonderful new products to get to play with, new suites of products, lots of paper, lots of stamps, of course, our 5 new in colors, which we're going to be talking about today and using a few of them. Hey, Linda. So it's just lots of fun. I'm thrilled to be here. Again, I'm going to use today the Color and Contour Bundle, which has really been my top fave right in the very beginning of the new catalog. The dies are just so cool. So I'm going to show you all those, and we're going to play with some of the new in colors, and I'll show you a few things, some of which I've posted and things like that, but at least you'll get to see them in real life as well. So, hey, Jackie. I appreciate you guys being here, and if you're watching the replay, thank you for that as well. Remember that, especially if you're watching the replay, it's a little easier, but if you take the time to go to YouTube, I appreciate you following me, subscribing, clicking the bell, all those silly things that YouTube wants you to do at youtube.com/Chickstamper. And then you'll just get a notification every time that I upload a new video for YouTube, so that's great. Today we're going to make 2 cards, just like a normal Friday Facebook mini class, and I've got a cute thank you gift. And the reason I always show you that 3D thank you gift is because everybody who orders today through Monday, a qualifying order, which is minimum $35, so goodness gracious. We know we always do that, right, with a new catalog especially. But you'll be receiving next week, I'll send you out the class kits for today's cards. And I'll also send you out the little thank you gift. So I really appreciate it. Thanks you guys for your orders. Hey, Christine. With a new catalog, I'm just very, very grateful. So thank you for that. Other than that, I should say a couple things. So Paper Pumpkin, we've just got a couple days. Today's the 7th. Have until the 10th this month, as usual, to subscribe. If you're not a subscriber, I would love to have you. Check out the little information in the description, and there's a link for Paper Pumpkin. The upcoming kit is all about baseball, so it looks like it'll be a lot of fun. Even comes with a little bit of chewing gum. And then that video for my alternatives will be the end of the month. It's usually the last Wednesday of the month, as long as I receive my Paper Pumpkin kit on time. So this month, let's see, that is the 26th, I believe. I return on the 24th. You guys, I'm so excited because next Saturday, the 15th, I'll be heading to Maui. So our Stampin' Up! Incentive trip is actually happening. Unfortunately, so many of my friends from around the globe aren't able to travel. Their countries, aren't able to travel yet. And so we're very lucky in the U.S. that the majority of us are coming who have earned the trip from the U.S., but most other people from other countries aren't able to come. So I'm so excited, but I'm so bummed, and it's very bittersweet, but I will be in Maui from the 15th to the 24th. So when I get back, I hope when my mail gets delivered, I'll have a Paper Pumpkin, and I hope to be able to come to you on the 26th with that alternative video. So that's kind of my plan. And then my plan is to do that Friday the 28th, a Facebook Live, because I will miss the 3rd Friday for my Facebook Live, right? Because I usually try to do them the 1st and the 3rd Fridays, and the 3rd Friday I'll still be on my trip. So thank you for your graciousness, and I'm obviously excited and feeling a little guilty that I get away when so many of you don't have that opportunity. So know that I'm just kind of thinking of you guys while I go, but obviously, and we all deserve a getaway. So I'm anxious for a little time away, a little break from real life, right? And of course, what a year. But I hope y'all get a break this year as well, and a chance to do something fun. Okay, you guys, enough of all that stuff. Let's talk about the gorgeous, gorgeous in colors, right? So I have posted this list before, but this is a whole sheet. In fact, almost 2 full sheets of new in color products. All the things that go with the new 2021 to 2023 in colors. So obviously we've got cardstock and of course that's 8.5 by 11 and 12 by 12. We have designer paper, which I'm going to show you today. We've got Stampin' Blends, ribbon. We're going to use some of that. These cute gems. Just so many different products. So be sure that you look at all those because they really are something you want to add to your collection, as well as just our original markers in the new in colors, reinkers, the ink pads, things like that. You got to add them to your collection because they're so beautiful. And they're very, very deserty colors. Maybe that's why I like them, living in the desert. Kind of dusty. I'm not sure what the right word is. Oh, thanks, Christine. You're sweet, hon. So I'm looking forward. So let me put the camera down and show you some of the new in color stuff. Okay, hang on. All right. If you were with me last week for Facebook or for Paper Pumpkin Facebook Live, that sent my camera into a tailspin. So I'm glad that didn't happen. I'm just bringing you up here on my laptop to make sure that you can kind of all see. Okay, so I think we're set. So we've got, again, this gorgeous catalog, right? I hope you all have a copy. Send me a message if you need one because it's just beautiful in person. And I find that those of us that love to craft with our hands and make with paper and ribbon and ink, we love to have the catalog in person. Looking at the PDF online is great, but it's just not the same, right? We love to touch that paper and look at everything right there. Okay, so let's start with these in colors. Again, they're the 2021 to 2023 in colors. And we've got Fresh Freesia, Polished Pink, Evening Evergreen, Soft Succulent, and Pale Papaya. Aren't those really pretty, you guys? So this piece right here is showing the different designer papers in the paper package, 6x6. And you can see the 4 different designs there. And then these are just samples of the cardstock that coordinates obviously in those colors. But I wanted you to be able to see all the pretty designs and everything that Stampin' Up! Has given us for that. The ribbon, of course it comes in all 5 colors, but I've got 2 colors today to show you, the Soft Succulent and the Fresh Freesia. It's very sheer, so it's more solid on the edges and then sheer right in the center. Hopefully you can see that. Oh, it's so pretty and it ties so well. I've already tied bows, oh gosh, almost 2 full spools of every color, you guys. So let me tell you, makes great bows. Okay, so these are some cards, and I did post these before, but these are some cards showing you all 5 colors. Aren't those pretty? I'll put these here. So this particular paper is from the Pansy Petals designer paper. And the reason I did that is because at the time, Stampin' Up! Did not have in the 6x6 paper pack for the in colors. So the Pansy Petals, though, you can see has paper that coordinates with all of the colors. So it's a great 12x12 set of designer paper to pick up, just knowing it will coordinate with all of these. Excuse me. All right, so when I showed these cards originally, some sweet person asked if I had a tutorial. Well, I didn't at the time, but I did use this same design for one of our cards we're gonna make today. But I did use the in color designer paper. So it's the same design, same concept, and I made this one in the Fresh Freesia, obviously, right? And then, so we're gonna make this card today, but it's basically the same design that I had showed you guys before. And then our second card is this fun fold, and I'm doing it in the Soft Succulent for you. But check this out. Isn't that fun? It just kind of reminds me like of like box flaps, when you flap up a box to close it. That's what it does. So we're gonna make that. And did you see that sneak peek on the inside? This card has the same piece on the inside. Do you love those? I love these dies. They're called the Scalloped Contours dies. They're part of the Color and Contour bundle. So everything goes together. Let me show you. Here's the stamp set. And then here are the dies. Aren't these so cool? So what I love about these dies is that even though that there are 5 nested shapes, none of them are exactly the same. Every single one is a little different. So this large one, you can see that's the piece that we're going to use on the inside of our cards today, because I thought, why not jazz those up, right? The next size is a great size, and it has little dots. So it's not stitching that will show up around your cut edge, but just the little dots. The medium piece we're also using on our cards, and it does have the little stitching as you cut out your scallop. Now this piece, the second from the smallest, this one's pretty cool. I do have a sample I'm going to show you because I used it on our thank you gift. So I'll show you that one in a little bit. But these lines actually cut. So they make a space there so that you can line your ribbon and thread it up and through, either this way, or a strip of paper. It's like weaving, but it's just kind of cool. It's very different. And then of course this really cute small one I used on some other projects, and it makes the little holes. So it's very cute as well. And then of course the flowers that coordinate with the stamp set. And this one, you might have seen this one too. This is obviously a large scallop, but it will cut, you can trim any size paper, right? So you can cut just the edge of your cardstock, or you can cut a small little piece like this to have a little strip on a scrapbook page. Anyway, these are very useful. I think that you're going to be finding me using these a lot this year. So I'm so excited. And who doesn't love new things, right? New products. Let's take a peek. Okay, so let's make a couple cards. How does that sound? Let's start with this Fresh Freesia one. And again, it's using 2 of the contour dies, the Scalloped Contours dies, because I'm using this one inside. Isn't that fun to dress up the inside of your card? And then we've got one here on the front. So it's very monochromatic, obviously, right? And I'm just using white as far as my other color. And again, this is Fresh Freesia, one of those new in colors. So if you're a demo, you had a chance to order these colors last month. So let me know how you like them. And if you're not, you could have ordered starting Tuesday of this week, but I know some of you might be waiting for today's class to see what I was working on. So now you know you've got everything right there. Just a reminder that later this afternoon, the full tutorial for both these cards will post on my blog at chickstamper.com, and you will be able to print that out and see just about everything that you need. And I'm sorry you guys, I'm looking around because I can tell that I'm gonna, oh good, there it is. I was gonna run out of adhesive, but I have some more over here. Alrighty. So this is a piece from that beautiful designer paper. It's a 6x6 pack. And I'm just gonna start with this because I want it to just kind of shine and have its little place. But I also want that pretty cardstock to show through. So again, just a 1-inch strip, pretty simple. And all those measurements will be on the tutorial. I'm gonna back it with a piece of basic white because that just kind of helps everything pop a little bit. There we go. Oh, hey, Linda, I see your comment. Oh, today I'm seeing comments, you guys. I don't always see them. Oh, I'm so glad. Linda says that she's really loving them the more that she sees them. Okay, well, gosh darn it, I should have looked at this ahead of time, you guys, to see that I was running out of adhesive. I'm sorry, but I'm glad I have another pack sitting right here. And we'll just change that out, lickety-split. Okay. All right, so this piece is just gonna go onto our card base. And I've cut it a little small because I wanted that wide edge to show the fresh freesia all the way around. Look at that, so pretty simple. Okay, so this is our sentiment card. And we're gonna stamp everything from the Color and Contour stamp set, and it says you're absolutely amazing. And I've got the fresh freesia ink pad here. And let's see, here we go. So I'm going to use the first generation, so the strongest ink on the outline of the flower. And then the second step would be to do the inside of the flower, but I don't want it the same strength. So I'm going to stamp off right there on my scrap paper. And then this is very abstract. You won't get it exact, and that is okay. You just kind of want a little inkling of ink there. Okay, gosh, you guys, look how easy that was. So that's going to go right here. And let's get some dimensionals on the back of this. And of course, I'm just using white dimensionals since it's a white card. But I did use thick basic white on this, so just to help it just stand up a little nicer, right? I don't like it when it sags. So you gotta have extra dimensionals so it doesn't sag. And then that thick basic white just holds up a little nicer. It's a little stronger. And I'm gonna just center this right there. Looks good. Okay, couple things. I'm using Opal Rounds today, and I'm gonna color one of these big ones with my fresh freesia, my dark fresh freesia Stampin' Blend, and just let it dry for a minute before I put it on the card. These are so great. So you can essentially make your Opal Rounds any color you'd like, right? Very handy. Okay, so while that's drying, let's see, let's stamp our inside piece while that's drying for a second. And we're gonna do the same thing with our flower stamp on the inside piece and the envelope. So full strength for the lines of the flower, and then we'll stamp off. There we go. If that just leaves a subtle, this is a light color, so it's a very subtle image that stamps on the inside. Here's our envelope, and we're just going to do the same thing. All righty. Okay, so I'm going to take my take your pick tool, and I'm just going to gently lift this up, and I'm going to put it right. Can you see that it's a little colored there? I hope you can. Put it right here in the center. There we go. And then we'll make a cute little bow. Again, like I said, this ribbon is just so pretty. It's very easy to tie bows with. Thank goodness. I have needed quite a few. Whenever we have a new catalog, I run a swap for a business group that I'm in. And so I usually have anywhere from 100 to 125 gifts that I send out for everybody who participated. So I used the in colors, so I used this ribbon, and so I needed, I can't remember what I ended up with, a little over 100 bows. So tying bows is kind of relaxing. I'm lucky in that way. So I can just sit and watch TV and tie a bunch of bows and get it done. All right, let's get some little mini glue dots here. And we'll get that right on there. And we can put this cute inside piece into our card. I love this little scallop piece for the inside. It's so pretty. There we go. And easy, right? A very simple card, very simple design. You can use obviously any designer paper you have, any colors that you have that coordinate with it. Again, simple design, you can make a whole bunch. There we go. Card number 1 for ya. I hope you guys like that one. Hey Donna, thanks for sharing. All right, you guys, this card is our cute, what are we gonna call it? Box flap fold? I'm not sure, but that sounds just as good as anything else, I suppose. All right, so this one starts off as a gatefold card. So you can see that here and here. So I have the same size as I normally would, right? A half a sheet of paper. But you can see, I'm hoping you can see that my score lines are there. So instead of scoring at 4 1/4 and then folding in half, I scored at 2 1/8 and 6 3/8. But this will all be on the tutorial, you guys. That's to make the gatefold. So we'll burnish those score lines. And so you can see this is called just a gatefold. So anytime you're doing a card with this shape. But we're going to change it up a little bit. Okay, so I've used more of those cute contour dies, right? I actually have 3 of the same shape. This is the middle sized one of all 5. So it's shape size number 3. 2 in the soft succulent to match the card base. And just 1 in basic white, in thick basic white. And then we've got some of this adorable designer paper that we're going to put down. And another piece from the scallop contour dies for our inside. All right, so these pieces just go right on here. And again, those measurements are going to be on the tutorial that's online for you. And when you receive your kit in the mail next week, those of you who are ordering, your paper will be, you can flip it obviously, right? But it'll be one of the different 2 options as far as what's in the catalog. So I'm just decorating these because I just want them to look pretty. I'm trying to kind of match that soft succulent, right? These are monochromatic cards. But I thought it just would be fun to show you a different technique, different fun fold, if you will. Okay, so here's our card front. And now we have these 2 pieces. So I'm going to attach this piece down here. I'm only going to put adhesive on the back side, only on this left side, right? Yes, your left. And then this piece I'll put up top, and I will only put adhesive on this right side. Okay, that way they'll be backwards, so to speak, opposites, flip-flopped, however you want to think about it. Okay, so just adhesive on this side, and then we're going to do the opposite, but the same thing on the other side. And I'm just going to try to line these up so that they're going to look nice when they're closed. Just adjust it a little bit. There we go. Okay, step 1. Does that make sense? Hopefully. So that's basically it for the front, except for our cute little sentiment piece. All right. So let's stamp that. The Color and Contour stamp set just has these gorgeous flowers. So we're going to use that, the same concept that we did before. We're going to use soft succulent again. Or I shouldn't say again, but we're going to use soft succulent because that's the card that we're doing, right? So we've got this really pretty flower. I'm going to stamp that down with full strength ink. And then there's this piece for the inside, and we're going to use the second generation or stamp off. Different terminology, but it means the same thing. We just don't want that first dose of ink. We want to get the second one so that it's a little lighter. Isn't this cute? Again, this is kind of abstract, so it's not going to fill in exactly. Isn't that pretty? I just love it. Okay, so for this piece, let's go ahead and put this on here. But now what I'm going to do is I'm only going to put my Stampin' Dimensionals on the top half. Okay. Let's see. And really only on the top, gosh, about third. Let's see. Because we don't want it to hang off for the adhesive, because then it will stick in all the wrong places. All right. So we're just going to kind of center this. And then you can see that I have not gone below with my adhesive, so that's good. And again, this is that kind of box flap to close. There we go. And let's tie a bow because we love this ribbon. Now there's also in color gems. I didn't use those today because I wanted something a little less flashy. They're kind of blingy, like rhinestones, and so I just thought these would, the Opal Rounds would work well, knowing that we could color them to be the color that we wanted them to be. Trim that just a little. Okay, let's get our mini glue dot here. So what are some of your favorites from the catalog, you guys? What kinds of things are you wanting to see? I think I have my next couple classes picked out for you guys, but I probably don't have things after that. So I'm open to suggestions. Okay, so we're going to color. Here I've already colored one of the Opal Rounds with the soft succulent Stampin' Blend. But let's do, that's the big one. Let's do a couple small ones. And we'll kind of add a little to that guy. Okay, so I'm gonna let this dry though for a couple seconds, okay? Let's stamp our inside piece while these dry. Because otherwise what happens when you go to put them on white, then you get ink onto the paper and it might bleed out a little bit. So we'll be happier if we let it sit. Okay, let's get our pretty piece for the inside. And we can put it up here. Here's our soft succulent ink and this pretty flower. And I'm just gonna kind of just do a little bit of it so it doesn't take up the whole page. And we'll stamp off this piece. Oh, so pretty. Okay, so let's do the same thing for our envelope. Yay. So pretty. What did you guys vote when I had that vote a few weeks ago or last week about what's your favorite in color? Let me know which one. I love polished pink, but to be honest, I'm really loving all of them, but I am a pink gal. I used to be only purple. So Fresh Freesia I really love as well. But when I had breast cancer, I kind of changed to pink because it's like, okay, I love pink, but I really do. These colors are all so, so pretty. Get it turned the right way for you. There we go. And do you like using the, what do you think about the scallop piece for the inside? I just love the way it dresses up the cards. So let me know what you think. There's that. And let's use some of these Opal Rounds. Just put one there and put these little ones up top. There we go. Pale papaya. Oh, how fun. Oh, chilly Wisconsin. Oh my goodness, Christine. Well, I'm sorry. I live in Phoenix and it's probably going to be, well, yesterday it was a little over 100. I think today it's going to be in the 90s, but chilly is very hard for me. I live here because I love the warmth and I feel very, very blessed for that. But I suppose no matter where I lived, I would just get used to it. It would all be okay, right? All right, you guys. So here's another question. Let me get this one for you. Which one do you like best today? Let me know. Oh, Donna likes all the colors, yay. They really are pretty. And I love the way that they go together so well, right? Let me show you the thank you gift for everybody. So all of you who are ordering this from now till Monday night. So here it is. It's a little Ghirardelli squares inside. I don't know if you can see that or not. But what I did is I took the largest rectangle scallop, just like we put on the inside of our cards, and I just scored it, and I added some designer paper. It's hard to see. The pale papaya is so light. It's very difficult to see. But this is that die I was telling you about earlier, the middle, or maybe the next to the middle. Let's see. The second to the smallest. This is the die that has these lines on it. And see how they are meant to cut? When I first tried it, I thought, uh-oh, something's wrong with my die. And then I thought, no, this is how it's supposed to be. See how I threaded the ribbon right through that? Isn't that cool? So it says, thank you for everything, and that's from this kit. Of course, I colored the Opal Rounds again because I like everything to coordinate with the cards for that week. So this is the thank you gift that will go out to everybody for ordering. And I will be doing just a quick video on that on Tuesday for you before I leave. So look forward to that. Let's see. Let me bring the camera up, you guys. Okay. Oh, I did it again. Darn it. You know what? I always put I always put my cameras down because look what happens when or my lights, I'm sorry. When I put them up, then they show my glasses for in the beginning when I talk. And then the idea is when I put the camera down, then I bring the lights up onto what I'm doing so you can see better. Well, I forgot. So I apologize if today's video was dark because that means I just forgot. And I do that because I get so excited to show you and I want to stamp and then I forget about all that technical silly stuff. So I'm sorry, you guys. I'm sorry if it was dark. Okay, so tell me, like, what else are you? Oh, I'm sorry, Linda, you couldn't see my host code. It's in the description of the video. But let me just tell you real quick in case you have a pencil. It's RGDRVUNW. So, but it is in the description, so I so apologize. The other place I always keep my host code, you guys, is if you go to chick.stampinup.net to place your order, click the specials tab. And I always keep the updated code right there for you because I know sometimes there's so many different places, it's hard to know where to look. So thank you. Okay, let me know what are you loving in the catalog, you guys? You're welcome, Linda. Thank you, hon. What are you loving? What kinds of things are you wanting to order? Because I, of course, want to order it all. I have ordered quite a bit this week, but I've really tried to just stay with what I need. My Stampin' Besties Club, we will be using, let me show you those cards. Tomorrow is our May get-together, but in June, there's still time to sign up. You can sign up by May 22nd, and you'll still be able to get June's kit. So our June theme is the hand-pinned suite, which is gorgeous. Gorgeous paper, gorgeous stamps. Dies, it's just beautiful. Hey, Carrie. So in June, we'll be using that. So these are 2 of our 6 cards. You'll get to make 6 cards with the suite. And when you join our club, it's actually an international club because I do it alongside my Stampin' Besties, Lisa, who lives in North Carolina, and Hetty, who lives in Alberta, Canada. So we each design 2 cards. So you get to make 6 because you get the benefit of all 3 of us, right? So you receive, on average, $19 to $22 of product each month, plus tax and shipping. But you also I prep your cards for you. Everything ships right to you, or I have porch pickup if you're local. And we also have a Stampin' Besties charm bracelet. So every month, the first month you'll get the bracelet with that much charm, and then every month you'll get a charm. And so we all have the same bracelet to wear them around, and we're all besties. Someday, right, we'll be able to get together a little bit more. And there's a lot of demos in the group. There's a lot of hobby stampers in our besties group, but we just love it. It's a wonderful club. So that link is in the description too, I believe, but you can always hit me up if you're looking for that link because we always have room for more besties and we'd love to have you join. Okay, so let's see. Paper Pumpkin, a couple more days to subscribe. So subscribe to that. And then just a reminder that I will be gone. I don't leave until the 15th, so I'll be home this coming week, getting ready to leave. But then I'll be back on the 24th. And so I hope to have Paper Pumpkin video at 6 p.m., 9 p.m. Eastern on Wednesday the 26th. And I hope to have a Friday Facebook Live on the 28th at 4 p.m. Eastern. So keep that in mind. I don't know what to expect, you guys, when I'm on the incentive trip. Because it's a U.S. destination, I expect to have a little better coverage, Wi-Fi coverage and things like that, but I just don't know. We've got excursions and I'll obviously be there with my hubby, so I'm not sure if I'll be posting or what will be happening, but I'll miss you guys and I appreciate your support these last few years in order for me to actually earn this trip, right? So it's because of you guys, so I really appreciate it. It's been a crazy year, and this is actually the trip postponed from last year, plus a new trip. So they combined 2 years of earning incentives into one. So that's why we get to go for a little extra long trip. So a few extra surprises and fun treats from Stampin' Up. So thanks, Carrie. You're so sweet. Thanks, Linda. I appreciate you guys so much. I think that's it. Know that you can text me, you can email me at carol@chickstamper.com, send me a private message on Facebook. If you have any questions, and I will help you out. If you need help with ordering, let me know, and I'm happy to help with that too, of course. Other than that, you guys, I'll see you in a few weeks. Aloha. Love you guys so much. Thanks so much for supporting me, you guys. I really appreciate it. Take care. Bye-bye. Mwah.